What's up, guys? It's been a minute since I made a video, but that's because there's not really much to talk about, which is both good and bad because I'm taking this opportunity, this little video game drought that's gonna last like another month or two, to catch up on games that I have, like to catch up on trophies and achievements, or get more enjoyment out of the money I spent on these fucking expensive ass games that we buy on a regular basis. $60 on games every other week really adds up. But today's video, I'm going to be discussing my to-buy list because I put the math together. I am buying over 20 games by the end of 2011, and I'm going to need about $1,400. Yeah. Basically because I don't like buying games used. I like to be the first one to open my game, and I don't like to rent. I don't know, it's this weird thing. I don't like renting. I just want to buy games new. And if the game sucks, I mean, that's my fucking fault. I spent $60 in it, but hey, it is what it is. We have an expensive hobby. Gaming is very expensive, and I get my enjoyment out of it. It's what I like to spend my money on. But yeah, $1,400 pretty much. That's with taxes included, to buy a lot of games, most of which are RPGs, first-person shooters, and a couple of action games. And yeah, like right now, what I've been playing most of the time has been Outland for PSN. That's an awesome fucking side scroller, wonderful looking game. Only $10. You got definitely play Outland. I play a little Dirt 3, which is awesome. And I'm enjoying the living shit out of this Uncharted 3 beta. I mean, hold on. The Uncharted 3 beta is like so awesome. I love the Facebook integration. I love the fact that they patched the game as many times as they did during the very first beta, and there's still going to be another beta. The game has come out for like 5 months, and it shows that Naughty Dog really gives a shit, and they really want this game to stand out with other games. I like the fact that they added and changed so much, and yet the game still feels and plays like Uncharted. They added a lot to make the game feel fresh, brand new, and at the same time, it's still like everything, all your skills from Uncharted 2 retained in this game. Like, the only real difference is the health, which is great. Everyone that I've been playing with online, all the big names on YouTube that play Uncharted are all like very happy with the beta. Sadly, the beta ends today. I'm like level 37, and this was a very good beta. I enjoyed it, and hopefully the next beta, it's gonna be fucking awesome again. So here's a list of games I'll be buying in no particular order. I didn't put these in order. I just put them down on my my Facebook channel, and I was like, fuck it, these are all the games I want. I really thought about all these games. The list used to be much bigger, and I slimmed it down to the following. And I'm gonna give a little thing about each game, and at the end of the video, whatever, you can write in the comment section what games you've been buying, what games you're currently playing right now, and why you're gonna be playing those games. But here's my list. Final Fantasy XIV. I really, really want this game. I'd have it right now if I had a gaming PC, but I have a Mac, a 360, and a PS3, and a PSP, and a DS. And I don't feel the need to have a gaming PC. All right, I'm very happy with my consoles. I love my Mac. My Mac is the absolute fucking truth. So Final Fantasy XIV is getting a lot of hate because it's a brand new MMO, and it has a rocky start. What people don't seem to understand is you can hit on Final Fantasy XIV, but no MMO in the history of MMOs got released perfectly. You think World of Warcraft, the world's most popular video game, was released without flaws? It took them years to get that game right. Final Fantasy XI, I played the game for 2 to 3 years on the PC. Some of the best gaming moments of my life. And when that game first came out on PC, it needed so much work. And then by the time it got to the PS2 and the Xbox 360, it had been polished up. And that game is still, to this day, one of the world's most played online MMOs. For fuck's sake, it's one of the most played games on PS2, and it just got recently updated. So, I trust in the Final Fantasy team, Final Fantasy XIV. Give it another year or two, they're going to polish it up, and there's going to be plenty of people playing it. All right? It's Final Fantasy, for fuck's sake. You do not kill a franchise with one bad game. They simply fix it. All right? Final Fantasy XIII wasn't exactly the most praised Final Fantasy game, and yet it sold millions. All right? So next game is Final Fantasy XIII 2. Final Fantasy XIII 2 basically continuing the Final Fantasy XIII story with the improvements they promised. They're going to bring back cities, grinding, all the aspects of the earlier Final Fantasy games put into the Final Fantasy XIII world. So I'm going to be getting that. That's Final Fantasy XIV and 13. Resistance 3, obvious choice to me, is one thing I like to poke fun at about the whole console war thing. You know, I'm a big PS3 guy, but I do love my Xbox 360. A lot of people make this claim that the Xbox 360 is the go-to place for consoles in terms of first-person shooters, but that's only true for Call of Duty. The Call of Duty games generally run better on the Xbox 360. The Call of Duty games have more support on the Xbox 360, and they get map packs first on the Xbox 360. Even though it's kind of funny because Call of Duty was invented on the PC. It was originally a PC game, and they saw the success they would have with it on the Xbox 360, and basically just a port for the PS3. That's pretty much it. The only other big FPS Xbox has is Halo, and Halo is a good franchise. I do like me some Halo, but in all technicalities, the PS3 has the FPSs. We have the sci-fi FPS Resistance. We have another sci-fi FPS, which is Killzone. Killzone being a futuristic sci-fi experience, as the Resistance has this really cool take on sci-fi. You have futuristic weaponry and shit, but the game takes place like back in the fucking day. It's such a cool concept. It takes place in the like when my fucking grandfather was growing up, and yet you have weaponry we don't even have today. I love that concept. And then when it comes to third-person shooters, you know, Xbox has Gears of War, but PS3 we got SOCOM, as shitty as it is, and we have Uncharted. And I'm sorry, but like when you compare these different third-person shooters, the Uncharted franchise does third-person shooters right. Matter of fact, Uncharted does shooting right. Uncharted does adventure right. Uncharted does puzzles right. Uncharted does a lot right. Like, it's just such a good fucking, franchise. But yeah, Resistance 3 I'm getting. Uncharted 3 I'm getting. So fucking obvious I'm getting Uncharted 3. This beta is amazing. Caught me by surprise. Metal Gear Solid Rising. Alright, I love me some fucking Metal Gear Solid. And I love me Raiden. Alright, Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation 1 got me to the franchise. Metal Gear Solid 2 is my favorite Metal Gear Solid game. I fucking love that game. I love Raiden. Such an awesome fucking character. Metal Gear Solid 3, I love that game, but it's actually my least favorite Metal Gear Solid game. Don't ask me why. Metal Gear Solid 4, fucking amazing. That game is more of an experience. There's not much gameplay in that game than there is in the previous Metal Gear Solids because that game is like a fucking movie in disguise. But the online portion was epic. Metal Gear Online is epic. Rage, basically, Rage to me looks like Fallout meets Borderlands, and it looks interesting. Battlefield 3, I'm obviously going to get Battlefield 3. Y'all know how we feel about me and Bad Company 2. Battlefield 3 is going to fucking dominate. The Cursed Crusade, the game just basically looks awesome. Dark Souls, such an obvious choice. I see Dark Souls winning many Game of the Year awards. Demon's Souls was an amazing fucking game. And what's crazy is Demon's Souls was such an amazing game, and it was brutal. It was fucking mind-boggling. That game made me fucking go nuts at some points. I wanted like throw my controller at the fucking screen. Yeah, I beat the game like fucking 20-some times. Demon's Souls is an amazing game. So Dark Souls, basically Demon's Souls 2. It's also on the Xbox 360. The Xbox 360 gamers will now get to experience what we PS3 gamers went through. Basically, almost breaking our fucking TVs with our controllers and shit. But it's gonna be awesome. I hope they really make slight improvements. The game didn't really need much in terms of improvements. Maybe just fix the frame rate a bit. Make the game even harder than it actually is. They added a checkpoint system, kind of bugs me out a bit, but whatever, man. Dark Souls is looking to be another fucking dominant role-playing game. The Elder Scrolls Skyrim, I'm gonna give the game a shot. Modern Warfare 3, who isn't getting that? Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, I must have this. Just end of discussion. Eco and the Shadow of Colossus Collection, I don't even see myself playing the game. I'm gonna buy it to support the concept of Sony re-releasing big games in HD. You're gonna get 2 games, right, for $40 on a Blu-ray disc with trophy support remade in HD. They need to do that for a lot more games. Like bring back Beautiful Joe, bring back a lot of the PS2 RPGs, bring back Freedom Fighters in HD. I'll gladly give you $40 for Freedom Fighters. All right, Zone of the Enders HD Collection. Zone of the Enders is so fucking amazing. Oh my god. I used to have a little pet lizard, right, a little pet dragon, and I called him Jehuti, just like Jehuti from Zone of the Enders, Jehuti, whatever. Zone of the Enders, such a fucking awesome game. I love the fact that the cockpit is literally in the robot's cock. That's so fucking awesome. The Witcher 2, I would love to play The Witcher 2 right now, but I don't have a game PC, so I have to wait till it comes out on the Xbox 360. Saints Row the Third, I have never played Saints Row 1 or 2, but Saints Row 3, after watching a interview / gameplay presentation of what Saints Row 3 is going for, I'm pretty excited for Saints Row 3. Deus Ex Human Revolution, pretty much the first game to come out within the next 2 months, month or two, it's going to be good. Right, there's like nothing coming out from like now till August 20th, something like there's Catherine and shit. IGN just gave Catherine a 9, and I still have zero interest zero interest in Catherine. I don't like the whole puzzle concept. I don't like puzzle games. I don't care how many fucking 9s and 10s Portal 2 got. I don't do puzzles. All right, so Catherine's pretty much a puzzle game with an anime aspect to it. I'm gonna be skipping that. So the next big game for me is Deus Ex Human Revolution. So I'll be getting that. Dead Island, I'm a little skeptical about Dead Island. Dead Island is basically Fallout meets zombies, and the gameplay presentation that was shown looked really bad to me. But then I get my latest PlayStation magazine, and it looks fucking, these screenshots look phenomenal. Like, the graphics look so much better. So I'm assuming that the gameplay I saw a few months ago is like alpha, like pre-alpha stage graphics or whatever. And the movement of the characters, the graphics, sound effect, everything just looked so bad. But I'm looking at all these screenshots in my PlayStation magazine, and the game looks a lot better than the gameplay I saw. I'm going to give the game a shot. White Knight Chronicles 2, fuck the reviews, fuck the people that hate on this game. White Knight Chronicles 1 is one of my favorite games of the PlayStation 3, period. The single player was charming, was fun, and then the online, to this day, is still populated as hell. You can go GameStop and buy White Knight Chronicles 1 for like $20. And the online community is still fucking strong because White Knight Chronicles offers an MMO-like experience through the grinding and adventures and shit. And for free. It's such a fucking good game. Now, it has its flaws. I'm not going to, sit there and say it doesn't have its flaws. It has a lot of flaws. But White Knight Chronicles 2 improved upon these flaws. And even though the game improved upon these flaws, it's still getting low ratings like 6s and 7s, or a couple 5s. I'm trying to figure out why. And people are just, I don't know. I'm not going to sit there and argue and tell you that White Knight Chronicles is better than this and that. It's an acquired taste, I guess. But White Knight Chronicles 2, to me, is going to be fucking amazing. And let me see what else. Gears 3. This is the actually only exclusive coming out for the Xbox 360 this year that I'm actually interested in. Gears of War 3. I play Gears of War franchise for the co-op campaign and Horde. I don't play the online competitive side at all because I don't like the formula of Gears of War. I don't like how heavy the characters feel in Gears of War. Hell, I don't even really like the art direction of Gears of War. Everyone's all muscular, look like they're on fucking steroids and shit. I honestly would rather play Uncharted. Uncharted has no blood. Uncharted has no gore. Uncharted has no fucking chainsaws. But Uncharted's gameplay and charm and graphical presentation and everything in Uncharted is just so top notch. I mean, when it comes down to SOCOM and Gears and Uncharted, any other third-person shooter, nothing is in the league of the Uncharted franchise. Naughty Dog for life. Let me see. The Darkness 2. The Darkness 1, one of the most underrated games this fucking generation. It's such an awesome concept of this Italian gangster with demons coming out of his back, and he eats people's hearts and shit to stay alive, and it's such a good concept. You gotta go play The Darkness. You can get the game for like $5-10 at your local game store. It's a really good game. It's a very early game, so expect glitches and shit, but it's a fucking good game. So The Darkness 2 is gonna be fucking awesome. Last but not least, I know you kudos been waiting for this one. The Lord of the Rings War in the North. I love the Lord of the Rings movies. All 3 movies are fucking amazing. I love the Lord of the Rings in general. Now the games have always been a little iffy, but this one looks so awesome. It's a very mature approach to Lord of the Rings. There's decapitations and shit, and it's a co-op experience. So I'm looking forward to the Lord of the Rings War in the North. That's a lot of games, right? And I put all the money and tax together. That's like $1,400 in games. But fuck it, I will buy them all and I will defeat them all because that's what I do. Because I'm skilled 87 and I game a lot because I'm fat. But yeah, that's it for this video. Tell me what you guys are playing right now because we have a little gaming drop right now for the next 2 months. So what is there to play? I'm playing Bad Company 2 on my Xbox. I'm gonna be playing some Dragon Age 2 again on my Xbox 360. I'm gonna play some maybe some Super Street Fighter 4 on my PS3, some Mortal Kombat on my PS3. You know, fuck with that Challenge Tower and shit. So what are you guys playing right now? What do you guys plan on buying with that list I just put down? I'm going to put the entire list in the video description below. And yeah, man. Catch you guys next video and peace.